Okay, so why we should use a while loop instead of a for loop? So here you can see an example of a for loop. Here we have given three conditions: I is equals to 0, I should be less than 10, and I plus plus. We have to give all the three conditions in for loop, and we can increment the value of I by 1 here. Okay, so let's run this program and see the output. So we'll be having this output. Okay, so if I want to increase the value of I like plus 2, and I'll execute this program and we'll see the output. You can see there is an error because we cannot initialize I is like I plus 2, I plus 3 like that. It should be I plus plus only. That is a standard statement for loop. Okay, but in case of while loop, what we have to do here is, let's comment this one, and here we have initialized the value of I through 1, and in while condition we have given I is less than 10, because and we can also specify, because sometimes we don't know like the exact value, because we don't know the limit, and also we can just provide that particular value and I or whatever. Okay, but here we're just giving an example. You now, like I should be less than 10, and while I print this one, system dot auto println, and in this one, when I'm incrementing the I can increment this value through 1 also, 2, 3, 4, any value. Okay, so here just I just want to increment the value of I through 2. So if I'll execute this program, it should show only 5 times, because I is getting incremented for 2 times. Okay, so less than 10 means 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, like that. Okay, it's starts from 0, so that's why it has printed the while loop statement 5 times. So in for loop we have some standard values. We have to initialize some variable here, we have to give some limit here, and we have to increment the value of I through 1 only. Okay, we have limitations in for loop, but in while loop we can give the limit here, we can initialize the variable, and we can increment the value of uh, uh, variable by any number. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you want. So that is why it is most like it is a good way to use while loop when you are working with a large big program. Okay, so in that case while loop will be much better than for loop. So in interviews, if someone asks like why to use while loop instead of for loop, so you can give them an example that we can increment the value. There is no standard uh, statement type of a while. Okay, we can increment the value, we can give the limit, we can initialize the value. Okay, anything, but there is an increment part is the main part. Okay, and also in many cases we just have to give the limit here. We have some limits, we can give that limit variable, and it will run till that particular variable. But in for loop we have some restrictions, we have some drawbacks. Okay, so that's why we should use while loop. Thank you.